Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wrestling with the Paranormal. I'm like Mario in Donkey Kong 1. I'm gonna smash the teeth out of you in this episode of the Scary Clip Show. Hey!
Yo!
It's me, Aaron, but I guess the guy's always leaving his name there. Hold on, let me change this. Hold on. Edit the name.
What a guy.
Freaking guy leaves the name there. Doesn't change it back. You know what? I'm going to be Canada Dry, damn it.
Oh, we can both do the same intro.
Oh, you want to do it? Let's do it.
Okay, you do yours first. People can compare.
Okay. You'll see which ones you like better. All right. It's me, the patron saint of professional wrestling. It's that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
But it's me, the patron saint of the paranormal. I'm that black and white son of a bitch. I'm a rock and roll outlaw. Here I am, Craig the Gray. Damn it!
Woo! Yeah, we have a tag team. It's like a tag team waiting to happen, right?
Yeah, I'm pumped. This is going to be our best show ever. I'm super excited for today's show. Why don't you tell the ladies and gentlemen what we're going to be up to today?
Okay, so today we got the scariest, the freakiest, the bone-chilling clips of the internet.
And we're going to play them on the show, and then we're going to react to them and tell people what we think. This is like a lifelong dream for me. I've always wanted to be on one of those internet react shows. You know, they watch something and then they react to it.
I know.
We're living the dream.
We're living the dream. We got our t-shirts on.
Yeah, and I made a lot of notes. You made notes, right? You got all your notes?
Oh yeah. It's all up here, baby.
Yeah, this guy, I'm telling you.
And you know what? If I don't know it, I can bring the enlightened one back in, and he'll figure it out. The guy's a genius. No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
You don't like working with that guy.
Although I got good reviews from people about our last show. I had people tell me that was our best show yet. That's this
really
episode. Creepy space episode. You should check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, people were telling me that they like that show a lot. So.
And the one actually, he did some good. He talked you down for blowing up the moon. So
I was pretty excited about it. Yeah, I was pretty excited.
Yeah, and you realize that blowing up the moon is not a good solution.
Well, I didn't get enough people signing the petition, so
yeah.
I kind of figured out, I guess.
So maybe the enlightened one was right.
Maybe. People just don't know. People don't know yet. They need the truth hammered into them. That's what I think. Boom.
That's what the enlightened one does, though.
All right. So this is going to be a great show. Maybe should we warn people, like, these clips might be unsettling?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Before you watch this, make sure you have a hammer or something ready to go, because you never know what's going to go down.
Make sure before you watch that you have a teddy bear, just in case you get scared. You can snuggle your teddy bear for a little bit.
I wouldn't snuggle that teddy bear if it was the last teddy bear on earth.
Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Oh, you don't have to be scared. I'm here to protect you.
Well, you know, it's not always about looks. It's about get the job done, and Fugler can get the job done.
That's right. Okay, what do we got? I don't know the order of these videos because you do.
And you know what?
Stuff.
I've seen your videos, but you have not seen mine.
I have not seen your videos, which means this is going to be my live reaction.
This is your first time seeing them.
I have no idea what's happening.
Do you want to see one of my videos first, or do you want to play yours?
Let's do one of your videos first. Let's see what.
Let's see.
Do you have to set it up at all? Am I going to know what's going on?
Evidence that there was anyone present. However, several shadows can.
I was all ready to watch
Evidence that there was anyone present. However, several shadows can be seen moving around the store. Items are flung off the shelves in various aisles, and fruit is seen rolling across the floor. Is this the work of a mischievous poltergeist? The video also captured multiple doors shaking as if they were being rattled or banged upon. The flying fruit and mysterious shadows, while certainly peculiar, could almost be considered playful, but there's something undeniably violent in the shaking doors that suggests who or whatever's behind these antics might be looking for more than mischief. It's worth noting that, according to the CCTV timestamp, each of the incidents occurred in the space of 1 minute. Although perhaps the first incident recorded on camera, this is not the first time that something spooky has happened at the store. Chris Armstrong told journalists that the store has had a reputation of being haunted for many years.
Okay.
So that's the clip. So I just want to give credit to Slapped Ham, where we got a lot of these videos. Not all of them, but a lot of these. So that's the guy from Slapped Ham. Go check out Slapped Ham. They're great. They got a lot of paranormal videos.
That's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we got a store. Looks like a convenience store, grocery store, small grocery store maybe. CCTV footage, which is always spooky because it's black and white. Black and white is kind of spooky, makes things spookier. There's nobody there at night. The shadow is pretty crazy because it's like a really big shadow. It looks like bigger than a person even. You got fruit flying off the shelves and then rolling around. Doors shaking. So lots going on. And the fact that it all happens in 1 minute is like, it seems like almost like it's multiple.
And if we need to play the video again, we will, just to sort things out. But
yeah, what do you think's going on though?
There's definitely some sort of spirits doing something in that store. I'm just going to play a little bit of the clip back.
Evidence that there was anyone present. However, several shadows can be seen moving around the store.
To me, that shadow part right along the fridge, that gives me chills.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, the fruit flying off, everything kind of, the door shaking, and the shadow is what creeps me out most about that video.
I agree that it's like multiple things because it's all in the same minute. Like it's just different cameras and the same minute there. So that kind of like, it must all be happening at the same time, which is kind of like maybe like a burst of like energy, or the spirits are all just like interacting with the store all at once, right? Like,
or it's a guy who saved up his energy.
I
don't know if you can do this in the afterlife, saving up your energy, and you got a good 2 bursts, and you want people to notice. You want to feel alive. I don't know if you've been dead for a while. You're like, I need to feel alive, damn it.
Do you remember the scene in the movie Ghost where he's a ghost and he has to like focus his energy to like move something, right? That's what reminded me of when you said that.
Yeah, and I wonder if like after doing that, they're just so drained from doing all the different things, right?
Well, we've done a few ghost shows, I'm pretty sure, and people sometimes report the air being cold when things happen. So like almost like it sucks the warmth out of the air. But I mean, obviously there's nobody in these videos when this is happening. It's just, I wonder like if they just rewatched why they watched this footage. You know what I mean? Like they got to the store in the morning, the people who work there, and they're like, oh, we should watch that. Well, I guess the fruit was on the floor. So like, why is this fruit on the floor?
Yeah, and there's a couple other things off the ground, and it has a reputation for being haunted. So they're thinking, has our ghostie been up to something again? Let's check the footage. And sure enough, they found something.
Now, I actually have a real life story that is very similar to what happened here. I worked in an escape room for a few years that was famously haunted, and the boss showed up one day, and there was one of these. We had these big crates, like these big plastic bins that people could put their stuff in because they go into escape room, right? These big bins, and one of them was on the floor when he got in. When he opened, and he's like, "Why is this on the floor?" And he checked the CCTV footage, and he had footage of the box just slowly moving off of the table and just flopping around. Yeah, and nobody was there, and it was like we were like, was there an earthquake last night? Like, why would it just? But it's not like it's shaking and it moves off. It's like somebody's pushing it off. It's like slowly moving off, and then it fell.
Oh, we got some more stuff coming up in the clips, just like that. So we got lots to talk about.
Bam.
Unfortunately, one of your clips did not make the jump to.
What is going on here?
So
I had the spookiest, scariest clips ever, and you refused to show them. I see what's going on.
Well, the problem was you were kind of late in the day. Kind of, I'd already done all these transfers. Sorry about that, but we got to get. Anyways, this is
okay.
So your one clip. Your one clip.
Now I don't know which one you're going to show, but I'm sure it's terrifying.
All right, here's your clip.
That is absolutely terrifying. Did you see that thing? I think that's an alien.
Okay, but there's one problem with that clip. Why aren't they showing? Why is it just that one bit? Like they don't show him disappearing. It just ends.
Right.
So I'm wondering, is that a doctored video? Is it just someone who's really skinny and they fit into a costume?
I don't know. It looks pretty terrifying to me.
Like look at the beginning again, and there's a bit.
Looks pretty scary. It's pretty scary.
So yeah. Are you sold on that being a legit?
No, I kind of think.
No, you're not sold on it.
It looks like a kid in pajamas. I just thought it'd be funny to put on the show because it's like really silly. I think they put it up as like I don't think they put it up as a joke. Like maybe some kid like ran in front of their house and they didn't know the kid. Like I don't know if it's like intentionally like, oh, like a mom just got her kid to like wear a silly costume and walk in front of the camera. It could have like they could have saw this footage and be like, whoa, what the hell is that? Right. But I think it might just be a kid.
Yeah, why is it not like it just ends, you don't see where it goes to. It's not a
like
full
the full phenomenon. Like you gotta show the whole thing, what happens to the thing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think if you're gonna show like phenomenon footage on the internet, if the thing is still in the shot, you got to keep the camera rolling and just keep it going, and you got to keep showing it. It does make me feel like in the next shot, like maybe where it stops, it like the thing turns around and you can just clearly see it's a little.
Oh, he takes his mask off and he starts laughing.
Yeah,
because it's clapping and walking funny, right? So.
Yeah. But I think it's a good performance by that kid to be like a spooky alien.
I've seen that video before, and it's got a lot of views. So
yeah, it's interesting, right? It's an interesting piece of footage that I think is I enjoyed. I looked at a bunch of videos. Like we didn't take all the clips that we found. I found a bunch of stuff that's like there's interesting stuff on the internet. If you just start looking up like spooky footage or CCTV footage, like. There's weird stuff that happens, So I'd be weird. I think that'd be weird if I saw that camera footage in front of my house. I'd be like, what the hell is this?
But let's just show one more time, just because of the way he walks. I put a costume on you. Could you walk like that?
No, I couldn't do that walk. That is a silly walk. That's a really like. Have you ever seen Monty Python like silly walks? Like that person is doing a really silly walk. Probably really limber, you know.
And when you're small like that and young, you can actually walk a little bit crazier because you're really stretchy and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So let's move on to our next video.
More kids should just walk in front of cameras. It'd be weird.
It's at the office of the mayor of Armenia, Colombia. The footage shows a lone security guard patrolling an area of the building late one evening after most other members of staff have gone home. At the start of the video, we can already tell that something seems off. The security guard walks around the same area multiple times, moving only a few feet at a time, before stopping for a few seconds, then carrying on. It seems as though he's heard something unusual and is straining to hear. Perhaps it's only an eerie feeling that causes him to rewalk the area multiple times. While the video never reveals exactly what made the security guard so preoccupied, we eventually see that he was right to be concerned. Take a look at what happens. As you can see, the security guard is suddenly lifted from his feet and tossed into a nearby wall. He hits the wall hard enough that a piece of the wall's thin paneling is knocked off. Over the next few seconds, the guard attempts to pick himself up off the floor, but it looks as if something's pushing him down, preventing him from getting back on his feet. Eventually.
Whoa.
So that's an interesting. We got a couple people watching the show with us. We got Chasing TV. We got Norris Mitchell. And we got our friend Dallas Branham, who was talking about that last clip that it looks like an alien. Welcome to everyone watching. So good to have you here.
Awesome.
So
okay, more CCTV camera footage. Really crazy when he hits the ball. I felt like I was watching a Paranormal Activity movie. You know.
I tend to trust the CCTV footage more, even though it's less. The quality is not as good, but I tend to trust that more.
Okay, that's interesting. Because it doesn't look like somebody's like set up the video and like purposely taking a video. Because it's like caught. It's like it's caught in the action. Like the cameras are running all the time, right? It's closed loop thing where they constantly filming. So it's like they didn't plan this. This just happened, and maybe that's why you trust it more.
So he was. Dallas says, I can't imagine being lifted into the air like that. I'd be so terrified. Yeah. So it looked like the security guard, he heard some noise. He heard some sounds. And he was looking around trying to figure out where the sound was coming from. And then just like a wrestling ring, sort of a wrestling move, he gets slammed into the wall. Very, very reminiscent of something in wrestling. And it looked like he wasn't able to get up right away. It looked like, as the slapped ham fellow said, that something was holding him down.
Well, also, wouldn't you like immediately run away from the area? If something slammed you into a wall like that, you lift it in the air and you slam into the wall. Like I would take off, because yeah. So I think it looked like his leg was pinned, like maybe something was pinning his leg down, because it looked like he could kind of get up a bit, but his leg seemed really flat on the floor there. So I feel like he was either grabbing his foot or his leg was pinned to the ground. But that would be terrifying. Like not only being thrown, but being held on the ground by.
The one thing I didn't like was the light in the hallway was kind of blocking that area. But what are you going to do? It's a cheap camera in the security. So
yeah, but that was just last year. I said the date. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Footage.
All the videos that I've chosen, other than the one that you picked, is I don't know when that's from, but all of that stuff, all the videos are from 2021.
Whoa.
So they're all from last year.
Yeah, I mean that one looked pretty legit.
Just for you, we're going to show the clip one more time. Since you just got here, we're going to show you one more time. Here's the clip. The last clip. We're going to show it to you.
It's at the office of the mayor of Armenia, Colombia. The footage shows a lone security guard patrolling an area of the building late one evening after most other members of staff have gone home. At the start of the video, we can already tell that something seems off. The security guard walks around the same area multiple times, moving only a few feet at a time, before stopping for a few seconds, then carrying on. It seems as though he's heard something unusual and is straining to hear. Perhaps it's only an eerie feeling that causes him to rewalk the area multiple times. While the video never reveals exactly what made the security guard so preoccupied, we eventually see that he was right to be concerned. Take a look at what happens.
So I just wanted to show that last little bit again of him getting slammed into the wall like it's the WWE, like it's AEW.
Yeah, that's a pretty good clip.
So yeah, we got a few people watching today. So I just wanted to make sure that the people who tuned in late got to see that as well.
Oh man, are these all going to be ghost clips? Hit me some more ghost clips.
Spam the man says, "Whoa."
I agree. Okay,
so
hit me with another one. I'm ready. I got my reaction face
ready?
I'm ready to
Are
react.
you wearing your Depends? Because you might be needing them.
Oh, so ready.
Are you wearing your Depends?
I am wearing 3 pairs of Depends. I got front, back, everywhere. I'm ready.
All right, this one. Do you want the scariest one or the mediums?
This is the middle. Let's go with the medium in the middle. Medium in the middle. That makes sense.
You know what? I'm going to show the second scariest clip of the show right now.
Okay, here we go.
Japan becomes utterly chilling. In the footage, we see a taxi driver pull over to pick up a passenger. The door opens, however, nobody appears to get in. Despite this, the driver seemingly greets his passenger and continues his fare. There's clearly no one in the back seat as he pulls away. What happens next will give you the chills. Watch. As you can see, a dark shape begins to form in the middle seat. At first, it resembles a shadow. However, as the video continues, we can see that the shape actually has a ghostly white face. There are several strange things about this footage. Firstly, it seems as though the driver can actually see the entity, as at no stage during the clip does he appear alarmed. Also, the camera shows that the ghostly figure seems to intermittently disappear then reappear as the journey continues. If you zoom in on the strange apparition, its face looks swollen, with one eye closed and one eye open.
So that particular taxi, this happened just after the tsunami in Japan.
Just after?
Yeah, so after the tsunamis in Japan. So the video wasn't made then, but it was sent in 2021. So just after the tsunami in Japan, a lot of people died, and ghosts started appearing in taxis, not knowing they're dead.
Oh, that was like reported, like several reports of ghosts in taxis.
Yeah, it's a bit of a thing in Japan. Ghost passengers.
Okay, so, oh my God, I'm gonna be checking my backseat constantly from now on. Yeah, you better check it out. Especially if the door opens for no reason. So I think that what do you think? I think that taxi driver is probably just used to this. Like he's not alarmed. He's just another ghost.
It seemed as though he didn't see the same thing we were seeing.
Okay, so you think that the ghost could look like a normal human being to the taxi driver, but not to the camera.
Because when it came in, we weren't seeing anything in the camera.
And he starts talking right away. Like
he's acting like everything is fine, driving around, and
that's interesting. Maybe. Okay, that's one theory. I mean,
if you also look at the end when they close in the face, it looks like something had cut her face, like there was some wood or something wedged in there, or metal or something.
Yeah, there was like some kind of like weird space there or something. Like
if she died in the tsunami, something could have cut her up.
Yeah. The ghost also seemed to be wearing like a cloak, which is interesting. Like, I don't know, maybe, or a blanket or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like it like had a face, but then it had this like dark, like, unless that was hair and just looked weird.
Yeah, it could have been dark hair.
Could have been.
That
like
just couldn't tell.
The ring, oh my God, like the ring girl. Ooh.
One of the reports as I was doing this was similar to that, and the taxi drivers, we reached the destination, and he realized it was a ghost, and he's like, oh yes, this is what happened. He wanted to go to a certain place that did not exist anymore because of the tsunami, and he had to tell him that, this place isn't around anymore, and the ghost says, "Am I dead?"
Whoa.
And then disappears.
Whoa. That reminds me of the movie. Guess what movie? The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense.
Oh my God. I can't believe you didn't know that.
I guessed it.
Okay. What if you had a ghost passenger and they're not going to pay for their fare, right?
That's the piss off about that whole thing.
And you
drive
drove
around these ghosts who don't have no money.
Because then you got to pay for it. Because taxi cab drivers, they get the gas. They have to pay for out of their pocket.
Yeah, and you're clicking that in like it's a real fare. So they're like, you're the guy who's your boss or whatever is like, hey, so where's the money from that fare? You're good. Oh, sorry, it was a ghost. Like what?
Well, maybe you could get money from posting it on YouTube and just playing the clip on YouTube.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. But that would be scary. I would be pretty freaked out if I was driving a cab and ghost got it. So, yikes. Yeah, and it looked weird, like watching it like appear and then disappear. Like I haven't really seen footage like that before. That's a strange.
Yeah, that's our second scariest clip on the show.
No. That's making me really worried.
That's only the second scariest clip of the show.
People don't notice, but I sent a bunch of really scary clips. I sent a clip of the Pope disappearing. into a window, which people might have seen online. It's like the Pope is at a window and then he disappears. I thought that was scary.
Yeah, I saw that clip. I didn't have time to download it and upload it in time, but what do you think? Do you think that was a true clip of the Pope disappearing?
Well, it could have been a camera jump. So like, it could have been that like the camera didn't process like digital footage properly, and because he's standing at the window at 1 minute and he starts to turn away, and then he doesn't walk away from the window. He all of a sudden disappears. Like it goes to black. Like his body just goes to black. But it could just be like he did walk away, but that footage of him walking away is missing, and it jump cuts. It like jumps, and that could be what happened there. But I don't know. Who knows? That taxi was really scary. Okay, I gotta calm down. Can you show me something less scary?
Okay. I will show you something less scary. But when I show you the scariest thing, in my opinion, you can tell me if that's scarier or if the taxi one is scarier. Okay, at the end of we'll share the last clip, so you can tell me after that which one was scarier. Okay, but we're gonna show something less scary for everyone watching.
Refresh your palate, everybody. Like,
Spam the Man said it matched the shadows almost perfectly. I don't think it was rigged. The reason why he had his face thing, he can't be ridiculed, dealing with ghosts all the time.
Right. Like the face.
So something less scary.
Hit me.
If you watch closely, you can see a hand clutch the door briefly before disappearing back inside. This is followed by orbs flying through the room, and a chair that seems to move around all on its own.
So did you catch the hand?
I didn't catch a hand on my own.
Let's see if
only when he pointed it out with the little circle.
Just remember, vum.ong, whatever that is. We're help.
Go check it out. Go check it out.
Go check it out.
Could be anything. It could be a spooky
help support your whatever you're doing.
Should I check it out? What if it's a virus?
Well, yeah, let's not do it on the show. We don't want to be shut down.
I'm gonna do it live.
Okay, so watch it again.
I'm watching.
See if you can see the hand.
If you watch closely, you can see a hand clutch the door briefly before disappearing back inside.
You see it that time?
Yeah.
It was inside.
But the door is closed, so it's like ghost hand coming around. You know what I mean? Or is the door slightly open?
No, it's from inside the closet.
Yeah. So it's from inside, and it's like a ghost hand, like just kind of coming out.
Yeah,
which is weird. And then, also the little orb flying around. I've seen that in a lot of footage. If you ever I used to be a security guard, and I watch a lot of CCTV. That is actually really just probably dust, and like the light hits the dust in a weird way and it shows up on CCTV. Because the way CCTV works, it's like kind of like a weird infrared Like
Well,
you can have
yeah,
dark
but you're
rooms where
saying this could easily be hoaxed.
well, the hand could be real, and I think the chair could be moving, and that's fine. But when people say like, "Oh, and look at this weird orb in the room," it's like CCTV uses like some weird infrared, where it's like a lot of times dust floating through the air just looks like an orb, like it kind of reflects in a weird way. So that I don't know. Like I've watched CCTV, and there's dust flying in the air all the time, and like you just get used to seeing it. Right? But,
So, yeah, it could just be dust. So that's not the important part, right?
no, that's not the important part. Yeah. And I mean, the chair could easily be on a string and just like move it. But I think what's really interesting is the fingers. Like that's really strange. I don't know how you would fake that. So.
Russia in the house.
Oh! Also, maybe that's footage.
We got that person. We got them from there. I believe they're a Natalia Markova fan, so that's why they're following us.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah, most orbs are bull. That's true, but some are legit.
well, I don't know if you've ever seen the videos where they show like one of them like whizzing through the air and making like a pattern in the air. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
Yeah.
So there's videos like that, and I remember seeing those when I was working security, and I always said, "Well, what the hell is that?" And that's kind of freaky to see them. I read online some people were saying like maybe those are flies interacting with CCTV, but they leave like a weird trail. So I don't know. Also, what are people saying? That ghosts can train flies?
Maybe they're ghost flies.
Ghost flies. Oh my God, are there ghosts of flies? Okay, so that one wasn't as scary. So like I'm a little bit more chilled out now. It's like,
but the problem now,
is this the last video?
this is the
We got
last
one
video.
more. This is the last video. I thought we had one more. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
we
if I'm
did. We
ready.
didn't because something happened to your other videos, so it didn't work out.
Did the Vatican send you a letter and say you weren't allowed to show the Pope disappearing?
Listen,
Is this like the
Don't-
CIA letter you got last week?
just
Jeez. All
don't
right.
make me bring the enlightened one back to talk you down.
I'm totally calm right now. I'm chill.
Okay,
like-
you don't need
I'm
the
like-
enlightened one.
I'm chamomile tea, you know? I'm smooth like butter.
Smooth like butter.
Butter.
You know, if we get butter sponsoring our shows, you know.
What do you prefer? Crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter?
I think I like the smooth.
Yeah, me too. I'm smooth.
If you're watching the show, what do you like better? Crunchy peanut butter or smooth?
It's very important. We need
Very,
to,
very important.
we're
I
not
don't think
just
we've ever asked a
stalling-
question and got a response before, so that's why it's like, please tell us if you like crunchy or smooth peanut butter.
Yeah, it's very important to us. We need to know. It
Yeah,
actually will, depending on your answer, like we will change the show to like accommodate people who like, if you really like crunchy peanut butter, we can be crunchier because you know how smooth we are? Like we're so smooth.
If
We're
we got
smooth
enough
like-
people watching, we can make this a choose your own adventure.
Choose your own crunchiness. Semi-crunchy. Okay, there you go.
Semi crunchy. Like, so if you mix the crunchy one with the smooth one, you're going to get the perfect.
So you buy one
Yeah.
smooth, you buy one crunchy, mix them together into like a third bottle.
Yes. Texture is everything.
I agree. Especially with
You could have the
people-
best tasting thing in the world, but if it doesn't have the right texture.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
I just find smooth goes on better. Like with crunchy, sometimes you like rip up the bread and stuff.
Are you trying to stall so you don't
I'm not
see the-
stalling. I'm
You're
not
trying to
stalling.
stall because you're afraid of this last video.
Our sponsor today is iced tea.
That's not iced tea, that's Yoda.
Hey, don't say that when I want to get sued.
I said that's yogurt.
All right, let's do this. Scariest
Wait,
video.
hold up the jar, hold up the cup for a second.
Yeah, he's eating.
So is that actually Yoda as a baby or is it someone else?
You've never seen The Mandalorian.
I've seen The Mandalorian. But
It's a different. It's like he's got a different name. His name's actually Grogu, but everybody calls him Baby Yoda.
okay, that's the thing.
This is what happened. The show came out, and the baby was on the show, but they didn't name the baby yet. Thank you. So everybody everybody started calling him Baby Yoda. Like on the internet, it was like, "Oh, Baby Yoda." Baby Yoda means always Baby Yoda stuff because it's the same species as Yoda, but it's a baby. But then in the show, they're like, "Oh, this is Grogu," because like somebody finally like figures out the baby's name.
Yeah, because Yoda would have been quite old at this point, anyways.
Yoda's dead. The show happens after Return of the Jedi. The show takes place right after Return of the Jedi. Yeah, no, it does.
No, because Vader's in it.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's the one that's coming at the last episode.
You're insane. Have you watched the last episode? Okay, I don't have time.
Dallas thinks you are a funny dude. All right. Anyways.
Okay, scariest video. Here we go. How do we sidetrack into Star Wars? Who cares?
Yes, who cares about Star Wars? All right. The scariest video of the day.
As one of the investigators decides to get some rest on a sofa, something eerie happens in the background. Then, around 30 seconds later, this happens. As you can see, the TV slides across the floor towards the sleeping man. Not long after, the man is awoken by a loud banging noise. He jumps up and grabs a flashlight. When he notes the position of the TV, he seems perplexed. Next, we see footage of the investigator killing some time while playing a PlayStation VR. As his attention is fixated on the screen, something truly chilling happens in the background. Watch. A small, transparent form appears near the back of the room. Only its dark, short hair is distinctly visible as it moves in rapid blurs along the wall, staring at the man.
That is one creepy thing. Were you hugging your teddy bear?
I wasn't scared at all. I'm not even scared. I'm just like, what are you talking? What are we doing? I wasn't scared. No. Okay. Thanks, Dallas. That was terrifying. Okay.
Okay, so before we comment on this, the taxi or this, what's scarier?
I think this is scarier. I think the last one's scarier. Because the little kids running around, it just looks like terrifying. And the TV. Have you ever had a TV? Okay. Have you ever had a TV Have you ever had a TV turn on to like really loud static all of a sudden? It's fucking terrifying. It's like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Like even if somebody else
Almost
does
like
it, like if somebody turns on your TV, like I mean, not in, like I don't have a TV like that anymore. But when I was a kid, we'd have TVs and we'd be on the channel would be on static. Someone turns it on and someone left it on really loud. It's terrifying, man.
The guy it's true. He did continue just to play VR.
Well, he didn't even know, you know. Yeah, definitely scary. Okay, kind of reminded me of The Ring again. The TV, you know, she comes out of the TV.
So this is the one I want. Span Demand. He says, why is he playing VR? He just got the TV who scared the shit out of him. Why? Why is he playing VR?
Maybe he needed to play a really happy VR game to cheer himself up. Maybe he was like really, you know, startled and like scared. Right? That can happen. You have a really scary situation, and then you just need to do something happy to like.
Well, what I do is I wake up in the middle and I have a scary dream. I just watch a comedy or something. And
I just watch our old episodes because it's the funniest thing on YouTube. You know, that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas is saying this one is scarier for sure as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the old TVs, so creepy. I had a friend. She was involved in some like occult stuff before she became a Christian, and she was getting rid of all her old occult stuff, and it had been sitting on top of the TV in the garage. So she was taking that box and she was burning it all.
Well,
and as she's collecting it in the garage, not plugged in, the TV turns on.
Not even plugged in.
No, it's not even plugged in. It just turns on.
I was wondering about that TV in that video because it kept moving.
It's not plugged in.
It wasn't plugged in?
No.
Okay, I didn't know for sure or not because I couldn't see a cord, but it's also not the greatest quality, you know, so it's hard to see if there was a cord there or not.
Yeah, we do have many occult stuff here in Vancouver and British Columbia. A lot of occult magic.
Yeah. So, okay, so that TV wasn't plugged in. That would scare the guy even more, right? If it wasn't plugged in.
It looked like it was just for decoration, or maybe it's not a real TV.
So then the spirits or phenomenon or ghost or whatever it is has to power the TV to make it turn on.
Yeah, there was a wire hanging from the roof, unrelated to that, though.
Oh, okay. Right.
But
also the little kid also kind of reminded me of the little kid from, you know, little like black hair and like just little kids. Dude, we talked about this. We had a whole episode on little ghost kids. Little kids are terrifying. It's like the scariest thing.
Just like, and the way he moved.
Yeah, it's just like this really like zipping kind of like sporadic movement.
Yeah. Many gamers do like to use the old CRT TVs for playing the old Nintendo and
it
and
feels
whatnot.
more authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so you think that guy probably had that CRT TV just for playing like?
Well, yeah, maybe he was using it for retro games. Yeah,
he looked like he might have been a computer programmer or a video gamer or something. So yeah, interesting.
But it's still a really nice decoration. If it just lights up and there's nothing to it, right? Maybe it's just a light that shows like a picture on it.
Do you think? Okay, here's the thing. In that video, there was a large screen TV which they're playing VR on, and then there's a old TV. So, do you think it's easier for ghosts to haunt old TVs for some reason?
Well, they're probably used to the older TV. Like, what the hell is that thing? They're just not used to it. They don't know what the hell that thing is. You know, they grew up with these these monstrosities.
Also, if you have to get inside the TV, you don't want to get inside a flat screen. You got to go all flat. That might be really
Did
uncomfortable.
you
being a
know
ghost.
anyone with those big wood TVs? You know, those big wood TVs from like the 80s?
Not anymore. My grandfather had one of those. My
Yeah,
grandparents
that's what
in the
I'm talking about.
basement. It was ancient. It was like a huge box, and everything was in all one box, and the stand and everything. It's all all connected together.
And it's got all this carved wood all over it.
And they're so heavy, ridiculously heavy. Like you can't even move them. So weird. Yeah, yeah. That old technology. Like I also had my cousin had a big cabinet that was speakers, and it had a record player built into it. Like you just lifted up this glass, and the record player was all there.
Spam says it could have also been a person bought it secondhand from a person who passed. So
Okay.
that's
Also, maybe the ghost kid could have been haunting the TV. Maybe he just wanted to play video games. Like, we talked about this before with ghost kids and stuff. Like, they might not know they're dead. Maybe they just want to join
well,
in.
you know what? That's a very good point. When you're playing video games, when you're a bit older as a teenager, and you have your little nephews or little brothers around, they want to watch you play and they want to try. So and the VR, you got the balls of light. He's like, "What the hell is this?" Like he just wants to check it out. Like so, I could see that being a reason why he's poking his head out.
The little boy's eyes look like they're made of light. Did you see that? Like the eyes look like they're light.
Oh, those eyes were
That's
so creepy.
super creepy. Yeah, that's really creepy. Yeah, that's a pretty good video to watch. I hadn't seen that video before. Now I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I'm not even gonna be able to sleep. Thanks. Jeez.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a scary clip show again very soon because I like having you scared.
It's pretty terrifying. I was looking for alien stuff too. Like that's when I found the little alien thing. It's hard to find like I don't mean UFO footage. There's tons of UFO footage, but I want to find like something people think is an alien. If the viewers know any clips of on YouTube of someone finding what they think is an alien, I'd be interested in that.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Like you see the ships, clips of the ships, but you never see actually someone who filmed an alien. How is that so impossible when we're getting all these ghost pictures and videos like this?
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah. All right. Well, that was good. I think we're coming to our time here.
So so we got all our clips in. So we ask that you please subscribe, hit that bell. But what I really want to know is what did you learn from this episode?
Oh,
what's the moral? What's the
What is the
moral
moral?
of this episode? What's the knowledge of power moment for you?
I think don't be a security guard and just don't. I've done it. It's not. There's no point.
Terrible
Like ghosts. There's no point in being a security guard. Don't be a taxi driver in Japan. And I don't know. I guess you should look around you all the time because there could be a ghost watching you. You should just always.
And don't play virtual reality after you just had a haunting moment.
What should you do after haunting?
I think try to play some some God music or something and watch some church shows.
I think you should just get out of there. Like just go. Maybe it was the middle of the night.
If you can,
maybe
right?
the middle of the night or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All
right.
Yeah, we're glad you came. Thank you, Spam the Man. Thank you, Dallas, and thank you everyone else for watching and making comments.
Tell your friends. Tell a friend. Tell a friend about the show.
So, as we conclude this episode, make sure you visit effingwrestling.com. Make sure if you really want to get one of these sexy shirts, we got the purple, we got the gray. We got all sorts of different shirts on Effing Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Tees /Effing Wrestling. We got all sorts of great shirts.
Yeah, and we have a beautiful prediction league for AFW named AFW. So yeah, come on and join the prediction league. And Dallas is also saying, "I'm glad I caught the show too." We're glad that you came, and we have a fun time on this show. It's a different vibe than the other podcasts. You've caught the podcast a couple times, right?
Of course, yeah, I watch it.
It's a different vibe with me and you. It's interesting.
Well, it's a different topic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you,
Tell you my
Stand
size?
Man.
What? I don't get it.
Sunday, it's 6:00 for us.
Oh, tell you size for sure. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what time it is for the other people, but it's 6:00 for us here in Vancouver. So whenever that time is for you on Sundays, that's when we're going to start the show.
So, yeah, I think we're gonna zoom out, show you that the episode
logo.
is coming to a close. And you know what else we're gonna do?
I'm going to do my outro that I always do.
We're gonna play some going out music.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Just remember, keep on.
It's not ready yet.
It's not ready yet.
I don't got no finger on the button or anything like that.
You got your finger on the button? Keep on wrestling with the paranormal.
Hey, the music stopped. What's going on?
It probably
Oh, I
stopped.
forgot to push the button. The episode's over.
We're still going? No,
Yeah.
we're not. Oh my God.
Hey, do you want to just do it and keep going and just keep talking?
Well, let's show the Pope clip. Come on, I know you got it. Give it up.
I got a Pope clip.
Pope
Bye, everyone.
All right, no Pope clips. Maybe next week. Maybe.